On Friday, the Office of the Clerk handed over a flood of new SUV vehicles to the National Assembly members in Banjul. The vehicles, which cost several $1 million each, have met with controversy and criticism from the public, who are struggling to make ends meet amid the high cost of living in the country. The Office of the Clerk reveals that the allocation of the vehicles followed a meticulously designed revolving loan scheme wherein each lawmaker is responsible for financing half of the cost of the vehicle during their 5-year tenure in office. Speaking at the presentation ceremony, Mr. Mamadou Cissé, the Clerk of the National Assembly, said the mobility scheme is done in a manner that will minimize costs on the government with an ultimate objective to being self-sustaining in the future.
The vehicle loan scheme, facilitated by the result of collaboration with the Minister of Finance and the National Assembly, is anticipated that the provision of this facility shall encourage members to continue undertaking their duties and responsibilities effectively and efficiently. We have also, throughout the process, as required by law, ensured transparency, accountability, and value for money. The vehicle were sourced through an open tender with a very competitive bidding process. All the documents were processed and reviewed and approved by the procurement authority.
Speaker of the National Assembly, Fabakary Tombong, said the lawmakers have been facing challenges in commuting to the Assembly.
That these vehicles are not procured for luxury. They are acquired out of necessity. Over the years, honorable members of the National Assembly face significant challenges in commuting to the Assembly chamber for sittings, this thus resulting to lack of quorum or late start of sittings. Oversight activities have also been greatly hampered, as only one service boss is at the disposal of committees for this purpose. Much more, honorable members, majority of National Assembly members cannot even regularly visit their constituencies to interface with the people who elected them. This reality greatly affected honorable members in the execution of their duties and responsibilities. And it is this challenge that the mobility scheme seeks to address so that honorable National Assembly members can honor the social contract with the Gambian people as prescribed by law. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am fully aware of the concerns raised by the public regarding the provision of mobility scheme for members of the National Assembly.
Speaker Jatta is hopeful that with the allocation of the vehicles, the parliamentarians will be punctual during sittings.
For honorable members to operate independently, they require such tools necessary to enable them to execute that role effectively and efficiently. Having such vehicles is necessary to bring the norms closer to the people in all aspects of their legislative work. I am hopeful that with this new development, honorable members will now be punctual during sittings and make the constituency their home, as well as provide other support services, particularly to the most vulnerable of our communities.
Honorable Sidi Keita, the Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs, highlights the importance of the vehicles to the lawmakers in their work while conveying his appreciation to the Gambian President for his goodwill.
Pleasure for government to partner with the legislative arm to ensure that the legislative arm of society is fully equipped and geared up for the work that they are to discharge. And we believe these vehicles will go towards fulfilling that role. On that note, I convey the appreciation and the goodwill of His Excellency the President of the Republic, His Excellency President Adam Barrow. This would not have been able to come into fruition without his blessing and cooperation, and we hope to work together as a team to chart a new course for the development of this country.
In his vote of thanks, Deputy Speaker C.D.S. Kenjai of the National Assembly said the following.
And therefore, we want to reiterate the Commissioner General of Customs, the Minister of Finance and his Permanent Secretary, the Inspector General of Police at the 11th hour for standing up and doing what is assigned to them, that is national duty, in ensuring that we get this today at this dawn. So we want to thank you sincerely on behalf of the Honorable Speaker, both sides of the National Assembly and Clerk of the Assembly. I want to thank all of you and to thank the distinguished members of the National Assembly for your patience and understanding and working tirelessly with the Office of the Clerk to ensure that this vehicle scheme is successfully implemented.
The purchase of the multi-million-dollar SUV vehicle from Fatou have been controversial. However, the loan scheme that made this purchase possible serves multiple purposes. First, it streamlines transportation for lawmakers, allowing them to effectively discharge their legislative responsibilities, even during unconventional hours. Second, it enables them to interact with their constituents across the nation. Reporting for Kerr, Fatou, I am Ramatulai Jao.